This week was by far the hardest. It was actually pure hell. And the reason for that is welcome back, everybody. Week 5 is in the books. And week 5 sucked. I'm not going to lie. It This was a brutal week. We didn't get a lot of the progress we were looking for. Um, but the numbers could be a little skewed once again. Um, and I'm going to get into why. Uh, to start off, the reason it was so brutal this week is for whatever reason this week the cravings kicked in. I was absolutely miserable. I was craving sweets. I was craving just food in general. I just felt tired. I felt weak. I felt not super motivated. I still got my workouts in. I didn't mind going to the gym. I just had no get up and go to do anything else. I did 1 or 2 days of cardio and that was it. I just could not bring myself to do it. I found myself multiple times throughout the week, mostly during the day, craving food. So we'll have to make some adjustments in the diet to account for this. I just need foods that are a little more filling, that'll sit there a little bit longer and make me feel full. Um, but I did increase my protein slightly, which is surprising because that should have actually made the difference in not feeling full to feeling full. Just when you get a little more proteins and stuff in your diet, it'll sit there a little bit longer. Just gives you that satisfying feeling of that you ate and you're not craving something right away. But this week was just the opposite of what I thought it would be. I was really pumped after the previous week's results. Uh, I was gunning for another good week. I didn't expect the same results, but I was looking to get a solid pound or two off at least and really make a big difference in the body fat percentage, um, which let's get into right now. All right, so as you can see, I still dropped a little bit of weight. I managed to knock off half a pound, uh, which is still absolutely surprising. I was dreading this weigh-in. I was absolutely thinking I put weight back on. Um, but I obviously have got my metabolism going. That's probably part of the problem with feeling hungry. I got the system cranked up. Um, I may need to increase my calories a little bit just to feel a little bit better, feel a little bit fuller, just get more food in me, and then just start upping my cardio, just get my activity back up, and I'll probably feel a lot better. As you can see, the body fat also dropped a little bit, which means that there's a slight possibility that because I increased my protein, I dropped a little less actual lean body mass, which is what I don't want to lose. I want to keep that lean body mass. I want to drop the body fat. I just would like to have it be a little more consistent, and that is on me. That's diet, that's exercise, that's why these things are not necessarily the easiest things to do. um, this week I am going to probably try and increase my calories by 100 to 200 calories a day, and then just increase my activity as much as I can, and we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully, I have the energy for the extra activity. I feel a little bit more motivated. My strength, I did find this last week when I was working out, has been waning a little bit in certain areas. Just certain days, it felt really down. The energy wasn't there. The endurance wasn't there like it should. But that was getting more into later in the week when obviously your glycogen levels and everything else are going to be lower if you're dieting and you're doing the work. Um, the leg workout, which I always try to keep towards the beginning of the week when energy levels are high, because that is by far the hardest workout. Um, then I just progressively go through the week, getting into more and more of the smaller body parts. But overall, the strength was decent. Down in a couple of the main lifts, the compound movements, you notice it the most. Um, and then, like I said, the cardio just wasn't there this week. The motivation wasn't there. So this week, I'm hoping the motivation will be there. And even if it isn't, I'm gonna push myself to try and get more cardio in. Uh, I got hockey games throughout the week usually. But this last week I only had one. This week I'm only going to have one. So there's no excuse not to do the extra work, get the cardio in, because we have to get that done. Got to keep the energy levels going, and if you keep yourself moving, you're just gonna feel that much better while you're moving, at least. As you slow down, you feel a little bit less energetic and a little bit weaker. But I just say, as long as I'm keeping myself going up and moving, I'm feeling pretty good. The diet, I want to keep the protein high. I might even try and still, even with the additional calories, pump up a little bit extra, more, a few more extra grams of protein per meal. And this week, if I can manage somehow to keep the cravings away, like I said, this last week was really terrible for craving sweets, craving the things that I want, like the chocolate or the pop. As long as I can keep that at bay, I'm actually really good. The cravings are what drives me crazy the most. So if I can keep those at bay, this should be a productive week. I wanted to keep this one short and sweet and to the point. Short on time this week. Been a super busy week on top of everything else. So not a lot of time to do this kind of stuff. So just doing a quick update. And the next 2 weeks, I should be able to be a little bit more thorough with the videos. And maybe I'll show you some of the photos and comparisons at this point. The one thing I have noticed is that the body composition is changing, at least in my mind. I haven't compared the pictures or anything like that yet, but I'm glad I took pictures. But I took them at 2 weeks out. I didn't start at the start. I wasn't sure if I was going to do that or not, because like everybody else in the world, you're self-conscious of your body, and I'm not sure if I wanted to put that out there. And still not sure if I'm going to put that out there, but I have a 2-week start, and then the actual pictures. And between then and now already, I feel like there's a big difference in the way I look. So we'll see what happens in the next 2-3 weeks here, and hopefully I'll shed some light on some of that and share the difference, and I'll post some other stuff here as well. So with that being said, thank you for checking things out, and we'll see you guys in the next video.